All right, what's going on, folks? Valentino Crawford, aka your boy Tino from VA, and welcome to the Chronicles of Self Mastery. This is our second installment, and today we're going to talk about setting goals. Now, how do you effectively set goals? Now, before I thought that using the SMART technique was the only way to go. And if you're not familiar with the SMART technique, it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Now, if you want to break it down to, like specific, like say for example, I can't say that I want to make a lot of money within 90 days. I have to set a specific amount. How much? I want to make $3,000 in residual income in the next 90 days, or I want to make $10,000 per month, within 90 days, or make I want to hit my $100,000 mark within 90 days, or whatever the case may be. And measurable would be, okay, how can I measure the goal itself? How can I measure? How do I know that I've achieved that goal? What will it entail? Will it be, 10 new success partners, 100 new success partners? How many products must I sell to reach that income goal? Attainable, can it be attainable? Is it something that can actually be done, like physically? Can I actually manifest it? You must make sure that it's attainable. A goal that's not attainable, for example, would be to build a rocket ship so I can build my own rocket ship so I can go into space. Based on my current resources and my knowledge, that is not attainable in 90 days for me. Which goes down, which goes into the realistic thing. Is it realistic? No, it's not realistic for that example. When it comes to your income goals, you must make sure that your goals are realistic. Can it be done? Because based on the criteria that must be met, do you realistically believe that you can hit those benchmarks? For example, if you have to, sell 100 products to get the income goal, but you've been doing your business for 1-2 years and you haven't sold 5 of them, you got to think about that. Is that realistic that you're going to all of a sudden get 100 sales of that product within the next 90 days? You got to understand. You got to realize what the situation is. What kind of skill sets you bring to the table, and are you actually applying them? So, something take into consideration. And also, it must be timely. You want to make sure that you set the end goal in mind, and then you work backwards. So if in 90 days I want to make, $3,000 in residual, that means in 45 days I would like to make $1,500 in residual, and break it down to 30 days, 10 days, 15 days, 10 days, 1 day. So that way you can pretty much set daily goals on, so that way you can meet your weekly goals. So that way you can meet your monthly goals. So that way you can meet your 90-day goal, and you operate as such. So if I don't meet my daily goal for the day, that means I'm off track. So you want to make sure you start with the end goal in mind and work backwards. You break it down. So $10,000 in 90 days. Let's see. Using the $10,000 example, let's break out the calculator. Let's see. 10,000 divided by 90. So I should be making about $111 on a daily basis. Or at least the work that I'm putting forth into it should be bringing me an income of $111 on a daily basis. So now you can determine, okay, well, how many products must I sell? and it depends on the price of the product. If you have a $25 product, then you have to sell at least 4 or 5 $25 products. If you're dealing with $100 product, then you have to sell one and some change because it's 111, so you got to sell two, to meet that goal. Or you can sell a $25 product and a $100 product on a daily basis. So that's what you have to think about when it comes to setting goals. And make sure you write it down. Make sure you write the goal down, and that way you can see it and read it to yourself at least twice a day, once when you get up in the morning and once before you go to bed. So that way, in the morning, your energy is already focused on setting those goals because you set the tone for the day. And then before you go to bed, when you read it, it's the last thing that you read and take in. That way, you can let your subconscious or your unconscious start working for you while you're asleep. So that way you wake up in the morning, the cycle starts over again. So that way you're in the groove, in the swing of things, and you know exactly what you must do to reach those goals. So if you got some value from that, then make sure you leave a comment, make sure you share it, and I'm sure that by now you have a clearer vision, a better view of what it actually takes to set goals. You may have been missing something. You may have been doing all the right things except for one little piece. And hopefully I brought that nugget to you. So stay tuned for the next installment of our Chronicles of Self-Mastery. This is Valentino Crawford signing out. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.